this year. Just your overall feelings on, I guess, not being able to close out a clean slate?
Yeah, I guess first thing's disappointing to finish the series like that. We've been playing some good cricket leading in, and then I guess disappointment. I thought with the ball we were pretty good. I think they played well, especially up top. They kind of got the partnerships, and we managed to break them at times, and I think we're reasonably happy still at the turn. And then I guess the way Asitha kind of got the ball swinging and made it challenging for us, and it's pretty tough to come back from a start like that. But I think Chappie played extremely well. It showed, I guess, the partnerships, and it actually got a little bit easier with the older ball, and he kind of showed that.
What was the thinking behind bringing Maxwell and then leaving Jack Duffy out for this one?
Yeah, I guess it was a hard one. I think Duffy's showed throughout the series he's been really good with that new ball. We thought there's probably a little bit less grass on the Eden Park wicket than we've seen in the past. We usually go in the four seamers, and there was actually a little bit of hold there, which I guess we thought might happen. But I think it also lengthened the batting. Didn't work as well as we probably would have wanted today. But I think, and then I guess going forward, potentially what we're going to get in the next kind of series.
Come on in, boys.
Come on, lads. Come on in.
Keep going away.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mitch, just on Michael Rachel as off spinner, and Glenn Phillips, how do you sort of compare them as off spin options? It seems pretty clear that Michael's the number one off spinner, but how do you sort of compare what they offer?
Yeah, I think they're both, very good off spinners in their own right. They're both different, I think. On a wicket like that, Bracewell can probably get a little more bounce, more over the top, and Glenn's kind of, but even those 3 overs that GP bowled were really good for us. And then I think they're both different. Glenn's worked on his bowling a lot, as we've seen, and especially the longer format. So I think both great options for I guess the balance, and with Rutch in there as well, we've got I guess plenty of options.
This last thing, Matt Henry, man of the series, he's really stepped up and being the leader of the attack. Just a word on how he's performed over the past week.
Yeah, I guess he's really, like you said, he's stepped up in that kind of leading that bowling group. We've had I guess an inexperienced somewhat bowling unit, and he's taken the front, and he's been bowling well for a long time now, and showed his class again. I think if there's a little bit there, he's pretty tough to play, but also the way he can bowl at the death as well, it makes my job a little bit easier.
But your first full tour as a full-time captain of New Zealand, how's the experience been, and are you going into a world tournament quite early in your captaincy? How do you look at that?
Yeah, I guess like you said, I've probably done a little bit of bits and pieces of captaincy, and it's nice to really get stuck into the series and try. I guess with my leadership style on the group going forward, and very exciting to what we've got coming up. We've got that tri series in Pakistan, which will be great prep for us leading to the major event, which is Champions Trophy. And I think the guys who played here, that we've got a few boys overseas, but I think the depth we've got at the moment is put us in a good space going forward.
How exciting is it that it's a 5-game tournament? If you look at it, that we play 3 in the group, 2 knockouts, 5 games away from a potential world title. How do you look at that tournament? Do you just take every game for itself, or?
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, we haven't, Champions Trophy hasn't been played for a little while. It's going to be, it's a little bit different to the World Cup where you play everyone once. So I think you've got to make sure you're ready to go from the first game, and and try, I guess, take your momentum through the group stage. And like you said, it can be over pretty quickly if you're not on. But if you can get on a bit of a roll, you can I guess progress quite nicely. And our pool's going to be a challenge, especially in subcontinent conditions.
Cheers, mate.